Welcome back to our treasure trove of history. In today's episode, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of old coins, where every piece tells a story. From ancient empires to forgotten dynasties, these small tokens have passed through countless hands, holding the secrets of our past. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, join me as we uncover the hidden gems of numismatics. Top 1. In today's episode, we'll be taking a closer look at a coin that's likely familiar to many, but has some interesting history that might surprise you: the 1967 United States quarter dollar. The 1967 quarter, part of the Washington Quarter Series, was minted during a fascinating time in U.S. coinage history. You see, this quarter is one of those produced without any mint mark. Why? Because it was minted during the era of the Coinage Act of 1965, which led to the removal of silver from U.S. quarters. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. But due to a silver shortage, Congress passed the Coinage Act, and from 1965 onwards, including this 1967 quarter, quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition with no silver content at all. This marked a huge shift in American coinage. This copper-nickel sandwich design is what sets the 1967 quarter apart from older silver coins. While it may not be as valuable as its silver predecessors, the historical significance of this era makes these quarters interesting to collectors. And remember, quarters from 1965 to 1967 were struck without mint marks, meaning no distinction between Philadelphia or Denver mints. Now, let's talk value. A circulated 1967 quarter is generally worth just its face value of 25 cents, but in uncirculated condition, it could fetch a few dollars, depending on its quality. While it's not a high-value coin, it's a must-have for those interested in the transition from silver to modern-day coinage. So, next time you come across a 1967 quarter, take a closer look. It may not be made of silver, but it's a snapshot of a crucial time in U.S. history. Who knows? If you find one in pristine condition, it could be worth more than you think. Top 2. Today, we're examining a seemingly ordinary coin that's part of many people's change jars, the 1978 United States quarter dollar. But as always, even the most common coins have a story to tell. The 1978 quarter belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, which started back in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse design of Washington's profile was created by John Flanagan, and it remained largely unchanged for decades, including on this 1978 coin. By 1978, the Washington quarter had become a staple of U.S. currency, but like all quarters minted after 1965, it was made of copper-nickel instead of silver. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver, but due to the rising cost of silver and the Coinage Act of 1965, the U.S. switched to a more affordable copper-nickel-clad composition. This change kept circulating quarters affordable, but removed their intrinsic silver value. The 1978 quarter has the same copper-nickel sandwich structure that was used throughout the post-1965 period. While it doesn't have any silver content, this coin still has its place in U.S. history and is a key part of any Washington quarter collection. In 1978, quarters were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia mint coins don't have a mint mark, while the Denver mint coins have a small D mint mark to the right of Washington's hair. Be sure to check your quarters for this tiny but important detail. As for value, most 1978 quarters found in circulation are worth their face value, 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, or if you come across a coin with exceptional details and no wear, it could be worth a few dollars to collectors. In fact, a high-grade 1978 quarter can fetch around $10 to $20, depending on its condition and rarity. While the 1978 quarter may not be a rare or highly valuable coin, it's a fun piece to collect, especially if you're building a full Washington quarter set or looking for well-preserved examples from the late 1970s. Plus, Who knows what hidden treasures could be waiting in your pocket change? Top 3. We're going to take a deep dive into a small but iconic piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1977. This penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but it's packed with history and intrigue, especially for numismatists like you. Let's start with the obverse. This side features the familiar profile of the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln has graced the face of the penny since 1909, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coin history. This 1-cent coin from 1977 is composed primarily of copper, 95% to be exact, with the remaining 5% made of zinc, the standard composition for pennies from this period. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters, just like most pennies minted from 1909 to 1982. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, which had replaced the original Wheatstock design in 1959. Surrounding the memorial are the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and of course, the coin's denomination, 1 cent. Fun fact, if you look closely, you can spot a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a remarkable detail often overlooked. The year 1977 was a period of economic challenges in the United States, with inflation on the rise and growing energy concerns. Although small, the 1-cent coin remained a vital part of daily transactions despite its declining purchasing power. Millions of pennies were minted to keep up with the demand. The 1-cent coin from 1977 was produced in two primary U.S. mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver. As with most modern coins, identifying the mint is as simple as looking for the mint mark below the date. A D represents the Denver Mint, while pennies struck in Philadelphia lack a mint mark altogether. Now, what about value? In circulated condition, the 1977 penny is generally worth its face value of 1 cent. However, in uncirculated or mint condition, the value can increase to around 25 cents or even higher for top-grade coins. Additionally, proof coins from this year, struck with extra care for collectors, are particularly sought after. While the 1977 penny isn't typically considered rare, some coins do feature interesting mint errors. For example, off-center strikes or double-die errors can make these coins highly collectible and much more valuable. As always, if you come across one of these rarities, hold on to it. So, there you have it, the story behind the 1-cent coin from 1977. It may not be the rarest coin out there, but its historical significance, familiar design, and potential for mint errors make it an exciting find for collectors of all levels. Be sure to check your pocket change. Who knows what treasures you might come across? Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of the 1977 penny. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into rare and historic coins.